Cut 2 pieces of cotton fabric at 8 inches by 5 inches, and then cut 1 piece of thin batting also at 8 inches by 5 inches. Then lay both pieces of cotton fabric right sides together, and then lay the layer of batting on top of that. Then one of the short ends will become the top flap to your wallet. Find the center of that short end, and then measure from that center point down a 1/2 inch on that side edge. Then trim away the excess fabric from that 1/2 inch marking to that center point. Do that on both sides of the one short edge. You'll leave the other short edge flat. Pin all 3 layers together and then sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance around the entire project, making sure that you leave yourself a 2-inch opening to be able to turn your project right side out. Make sure that that 2-inch opening is on the short, straight edge. Then it's time to trim away the excess fabric at all 5 points before turning your project right side out. Once it's right side out, then gently push out those corners and give it a press so that it is all nice and flat. When you are pressing it, you can also make sure that your open edge flaps are nicely tucked in. Then take it to your sewing machine and sew across that bottom edge, sealing in that opening. Next, fold that bottom edge so that it measures 2.5 inches up from that bottom, and then clip that in place. Now you will sew around your entire project. Around 1/8 of an inch seam allowance will work best. I find starting on the thin single layer is the best place to start, and then you'll go around your entire project. Because your fabric is folded in certain areas, things can get a little bit thick underneath that sewing needle. I highly recommend that you use a sewing stiletto to help your fabric be guided by those feed dogs if it does get stuck in any way. I will link to some sewing stilettos in the description down below. They really are my favorite sewing tool of all time, and they help keep your fingers safe. And then you can add snaps and of course throw in a gift card or a $20 bill to make whoever you are gifting this to very happy. If you're interested in different ways to add snaps to your project, I have a great tutorial that will walk you through the whole process, and I will have that linked in the description down below as well.